Hey guys, Dumelang. I hope le sharpo nake grand. Well, I just thought of another topic that I think it will be interesting for us to touch on. Yeah? So today we're just gonna have like a short video where we'll be talking about a level versus an area. You know, there are people we can use support and resistance. Look at it in terms of a level, or look at it in terms of it being an area. So when you are still new, learning how to trade, you will find that they are teaching you how to draw a level, or they are teaching you how to draw that horizontal line to say this is my support. And then as you are progressing, or as you're learning and then observing how the price moves, you'll see that no man, I shouldn't look at it as a level, I should look at it as an area. Instead of just putting one horizontal line, I'd rather have it as an area, because sometimes you'll find that what the price will do, let's say the price moves like this and then it turns like that, and then according to how they taught you initially, they said you must just go and plug a horizontal level line there and say that's my resistance level, right? So it means the next time the price comes up, as soon as it touches your level, that's when you start to raise your ears and look for selling and stuff. But what if the price does this? What if the price does that and it doesn't touch your thing? Right? So it means you have missed a trade. Or what if it does this? Sometimes the price can go up and do this. You see? This, if when you're only looking at it as a level, it means when it does like this, when it overshoots the level like that, you're most likely gonna take a loss. You're most likely gonna this is most likely gonna kiss your stop loss. This, right? And that's the disadvantage of having it like this. Disadvantage one is that if it overshoots the level, you're most likely gonna take a loss, or it's most likely gonna touch your stop loss. And then disadvantage number two would be that if it does this, disadvantage is that if it does this and doesn't touch and turn at my level, I'm gonna miss the trade. You see? So it means when you're trading it as a level or as a horizontal line, you must make sure that you put it, exactly where the price is gonna turn. But sometimes that doesn't happen. We can turn just before that level, and then we can sort of go over it a bit and then go and drop. That would be what what we call when the level is overshot like that, it can touch your stop loss and then you take a loss, and then only to watch the price return to the direction that you had predicted. So now here comes the most important question. How can I sort of increase my chances and avoid this or this? You can't avoid it completely, Mara. You must always have increase your chances. How can you increase your chances of not missing a trade that came here? The price, let's just make it like this. Red, and then green, and then let's use blue and blue. You see? So it means if I'm trading the level, I'll put my thing there and say that's my resistance level, right? Like you already mentioned. And then it means here, if the price, when it approaches your level or it approaches that area, it can either, if it's to turn if it's not to break that level, it's not going all the way up, it can either touch the level and turn exactly at the level, or it can turn slightly before the level, or it can sort of overshoot the level and then drop. It means if you are trading using the level, you'll be entering at red. So it means during green and blue, you take a loss. During green, you miss the trade. During blue, you hit the stop loss. Mara, there's actually a way in which you can win all the trades that move like this. For as long as this does not do that and turn there, obviously there you can't put your stop loss that far. Mara, if it turns around that area, there's actually a way in which you can sort of avoid being trapped or being hit, your stop loss being hit unnecessarily. And even green, you can avoid missing a trade, while waiting for you to touch a specific area or a specific, not area, specific level or a specific price. Why one? So now it comes the question now, how do I go about trying and increasing my odds there? So that's where the concept of what comes in, the concept of area. All right. So if the price did this and then it came, when it left like that, instead of me putting a line like that, now I'd rather, I'm sure you have seen in my videos, I look at it as an area, and then I'll be having like sort of, I use like a rectangle, I draw it there. So the way you draw it, it will depend on the type of bars that you have there at the top. So I'll have an area to say this whole area here, it's my resistance area. So even if the price was to come and reverse here, it has touched my area, I'm allowed to sell if it gives me selling reasons to sell there. I don't have to necessarily wait for it to touch here. Sometimes it can overshoot and do that and come down, because remember I said when we are trading this thing, some people they call it double top. Mara, now we don't trade it like that. Just because the price came here, or the price is let me use a different color, the price is here, does not mean I should sell. I must wait for a reason to sell. I must wait for you to say, oh, you see, now I'm rejecting from the same level, so you can take a sell. Right. So sometimes you'll find that the price will come and then it goes above the level. Mara, surprisingly, it doesn't close there. It forms a long tail and then comes and closes somewhere inside there. That still counts. That's why I'm saying it can go over, but I don't take a loss. I can take a sell and then put the stop loss above. So you can see that this thing, as much as it went above my area, it did not close above. It got rejected and still came back and closed inside. Then you can see it is still being rejected, even though it passed it. The body didn't close outside. So if I decide to take a sell there, I can take it and then put my stop loss above that tail, and then it can still drop with me. So that's when I said sometimes you can avoid being a falling victim of when the price does this and then it goes down, you miss that. Remember, we don't just go in, we can even get an opportunity there. This is what I'm talking about. Then you take a trade. Someone went in here and then they put the stop loss there, it kicked them out. When you waited for an opportunity, it comes back, it closes inside, give you the pin bar, and then you go in, you take a win at the very same setup that the other person lost. And then they'd be like, fuck, the market is having, sorry about the word, it's sort of what do you call this, stop hands, they'll be saying all these things. That's you start blaming it on the broker, and the broker did nothing. They did nothing. They don't care. Like, the price, it moves anyhow. If it wants to go all the way up, it will go all the way up. It doesn't matter where you put your stop loss. If it wants to go all the way up to your stop loss, it will do that. So why do you only why do they only complain the day when it if, let's say, I sell here and then I put stop loss there, I will show you why these people are not, you shouldn't behave like them. The price could be coming like this and then they sell. The day it comes directly from there and go down, they'll be celebrating, say, I got a sniper, just because of what? It turned exactly where they sold. Mara, should it happen that the price does something like this, they'll be complaining. Why should the sniper only happen here and not there? The price, it will do whatever that it wants. If it wants to turn exactly where you put your stop loss, even if you hadn't taken the trade, it was still going to turn there. So don't blame it on the broker and say they saw that I put my thing here and then they did the stop hand. We can't trade like that. Take a loss, accept that you took a loss, and move on to the next one. And then another, remember, there's that group that will say, even with the same scenario, right? And then we have this. Some people, when it comes here again, there will be those ones, they don't care. They don't even wait for confirmation that indeed we are reacting to that level. They will just go and sell. And then there's that group, it does the same. They sell. But as soon as the price does that, they swap their trades. They close all the sell. They take a buy. The price is still here. Surprisingly, the price is still here. It isn't, that bar still looks like this. This is our level. that bar still looks like this, and it is still open. They go in and buy. I mean, this thing hasn't even closed. How do you know that the bulls have won? I told you that just because you're like this does not mean the trend line is broken. This thing can still change and close like this. By the time it closes, it can still come and close like this. You see, are you still trusting that the bulls are going to push higher even though the price looks like this? It shows that they were rejected by one. That's why you must wait. Be patient. You don't have to those are the people that try and get the sniper, and you can get a sniper the right way. You don't have to try and force it, because if you're trying to act smart, the markets will show you who's smarter. Right? So that's why you wait for confirmation. Then I know if I'm selling, then I can put my stop loss there. Why? Because the last time the price tried to reach there, it ended here. It failed to reach the level. So if I put my stop loss there, I have a chance of it not being hit, because the price tried to reach it, but it failed before. Right? Then I expect the price to do this. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. But at least I had my reasons to sell. Unlike someone who's just selling because the price is here. But you can see the price is forming nice bars to the upside. It hasn't even given you a reason that the bulls are running out of steam. Then you just go and sell. That's gambling. As much as you can win some trades like that, Mar, that's gambling. If I ask you why you sold, you'd be like, we're at the resistance. Yes, we're at the resistance. But if you look back on your chart, you'll find that not every resistance is respected. The very same way, this very same resistance, it might not be respected. Okay, so now I think when you must when you're trading, use this, the area. Stay away from just trading using the level, because there you're gonna miss trades, or you're gonna take stop losses, unnecessary ones, the ones that you could have avoided, simply because of what you are impatient. Always, patience in trading is very, very important. If you don't have patience, you're going to try and force trades even where there are no trades, and then you take a loss, unnecessary losses. So let me go on the chart and identify a level. We're gonna use the same area and draw a level at that area, and then draw at that whatever the where the price tend, we can draw it as a level, and we can also draw it as an area. So I'll use the same thing so that you can see why you must stick to this one. All right, I found something here on USD CAD, so I'm gonna try and demonstrate that here. If let's say trader 1 is using a level to trade, trader 2 is looking at it as an area, right? So I want us to look at this. This is the one that I'm going to be using to demonstrate here. So trader 1 would go and plug it exactly there at the tip, and then they plug a horizontal line. Is it horizontal? No, it's not. Okay, let's do it this way so that it becomes accurate what I'm trying to show you. Let's look for horizontal line. There you have it. You can see trader 1, they plugged it. They have this as what? Their support level. That's trader 1. And then trader 2 comes and says, now I don't trade it as a level. I want it to be an area. And remember, when I think I haven't explained this, but I will show you how to draw it. It's fine. So here I just want to show. And then trader 2 goes and draws it like that, to say we are still looking at it as support. Mara, the first one said it's a support level, which is this. Now I'm saying it's a support area, which is this sort of a zone here. And then look at it. The price turned where? Where did the price turn? It turned here. So it means trader 1 didn't have a bargain. It didn't have a trade, because Yana is waiting for a sniper there. The price turned before hitting the thing. So now if I got confirmation here on smaller time frames, confirmation here, I can take a buy, saying what? The price has touched my area, support area. So that one is still waiting at the level. It didn't get there. Now I get confirmation that we are about to reverse, and then I buy. And then I would have been in the trade, and you are not, because you're only focusing on what? A specific level. Now I'm looking at it as an area. This whole thing is an area. So I'll make a separate video, because I don't want this one to be too long. I'll make a separate video showing you how to accurately draw the support and resistance level, not the area. I mean the area, because the level you just put it there at the tip where it turned. So I'll make it the caption. I think it will be the next video after this one of how to draw an area. Right? So here I just wanted to demonstrate that if I'm trading an area, I have higher chances. Even if the price comes down, this is my area. Even if I'm trying to put it horizontal, even if the price was to come down from there, then come there and then 10, right? For as long as whatever it did there, it didn't close outside, I can still give the bulls the benefit of the doubt, because they managed to protect their thing. They managed to push the price back up before it could close outside and protect their level, their area, right? So I hope this makes sense, guys. I'll see you in the next one, where I'll be showing you how to accurately draw an area of support or an area of resistance on your chart, so that you increases your chance of not missing trades or not being hit by those things that others refer to disturb hands. Obviously you want I'm not saying you're gonna win all the trades, but at least if you have the logic, if you can know the logic behind whatever that we are doing, you can even explain it to the next person. Not to say, well, they said we must do it like this. When I ask you why, you don't even know why we are doing it like that. But now I'll make sure that every concept that I teach here, I make sure that you understand the logic behind it, so that even if you were to explain to the next person, you will still say it exactly how I told you, and give them the reasons why we are doing it like that. All right, guys, I hope you're a subscriber there, and then I'll see you in the next one. Sharp, sharp.